Hello and welcome. You guys are signed up for Sabino PE. This is a video that I have created to make sure that you guys understand all the technology in which we will be using in class and how to access it, how to use it, what's important, and basically everything I need you to know to be successful in the class. As you know, we're starting online, it's physical education, things have to be different. It's not because it's wrong, it's different. It's just we have to do things a different way to make things successful for you guys. So as you notice, we're gonna get out of Zoom. Hang on, you cannot minimize Zoom right here. So the first thing I'm gonna show you is this page right here. This page, go to the TUSD website. On the TUSD website, the first thing you need to do is access Clever. We got student view, we got Microsoft 365, but number one thing is Clever. Clever is going to act like your phone screen. On your phone screen, you have all the apps that you need or that you like to meet. You got your Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever the things you use the most will be there. On here, on Clever, it is your screen. It is the apps that you will be needing to be successful in an online learning environment while it's at Sabino or whatnot. Now, apps that you're going to need are going to be listed. Right here, we got Zoom. Obviously, we're on a Zoom meeting. You guys all made it. Now, if you log on to Clever first and then go to your Zoom meeting, you're using your school ID. Now, to log into Clever is very important. My page is gone, but it's going to be your metric ID, your metric at stusd1.org. Either you reset your password this summer or they reset it for you, so it should be your metric password. If you have any trouble whatsoever with technology, accessing technology, getting on technology, please call the Sabino High School office. They will help you through everything they can do. Once you get on Clever, up here at the top will be your classes. You'll have messages, you'll have pages for all your classes, your teachers. As you notice, this is the one that I will be. It will have a Zoom or a Zoom invite on mine. It will have a message from me. I will be using this very rarely. I have 98 views and 5 replies. So I got to get with this because I got to reply to some of you guys. Um, it will go through, it'll tell me who's read it, who hasn't applied. As you see, some people are asking questions. Some people give me a thumbs up. Some people do this and that. Um, like it says, how do I get 2 teams from Clever? That's what this video is about. You can message me. I can message you. If you have a quick question, I'll check this every day, probably periodically throughout the day. It's a communication. We'll use it. Now, when you get back to here, like I said, these are those. You obviously know how to use Zoom. You're on it. Microsoft 365 is the next thing we need to talk about. On Microsoft 365, these are all your things that you need to be successful in class. You have your student email outlook here. Student email is important to communicate with your teachers. Please use this as your #1 tool for communicating with teachers. Many teachers only have your student email in your Synergy. So when they send out a mass email, it always goes to the student email, which is your metric at stusd1.org. Okay, these are district email accounts, therefore they're public domain, meaning TUSD can look through them if they want. Most of the time they won't, but if there's a problem or a flag arises, they will look at your email. Teachers' emails are the same way. Any email I send from my school email is public domain. Your parents can look at it. Anyone can look at it. OneDrive. OneDrive is where you will store your documents, your files, anything that you work on during class. You need to keep this as organized as possible. Okay? Mine, I need to look through these. I need to reorganize it. I can put it in shared libraries, everything like that. I can have folders. You get 1 TB of information here, which is a ton. If you use it all, I'm amazed, but let's keep this stuff organized. Okay, Word, we all know what Word is. It's a word processing document application, Excel, PowerPoint. All these things are important for other classes. Maybe my class, we'll find out. OneNote is a notebook. SharePoint is anything that you want to share to multiple people and have them have access to that. Microsoft Teams is what we're using for our classroom online environment. Sway is a presentation tool, and Forms is how I'll make worksheets and less quizzes. You can install Office on your laptop if you have a personal laptop. If you have a school laptop, it probably won't let you without a administrative access. So if you just want to install it like I did, like I do on my main screen here, it's all installed right here. Microsoft Programs or Office Programs right there tab. Okay, everything's on my main office because I want to be able to access it quickly. Okay, now let's go into Teams. Teams is very important for us to look over and see. Okay, you open up your teams. This is weight training 1. All of my teams kind of look the same. I will have some kind of announcement or welcome here. Here I will put announcements on anything that we're doing in class that is due that I didn't talk about. Most of the time we'll have the 1 hour or 30-minute assignment. We'll have workout videos, things like that that we have to complete. You'll do your workout videos and post them to Flipgrid, which I will go over on Wednesday, I believe, and you'll make a video. Um, but most of the time, I'll just put a welcome page. You can respond to it. You can ask questions under it. Everything you need to do for everyone to say. Another useful communication tool. It'll also have the assignments that I post. Now, if you notice, I haven't activated my classes yet. I will do that before the morning. This is Sunday night. I'm making this video. The next tab is Files. On Files, I'll put any document that we will need to refer to multiple times over. The syllabus, important for you to have that all the time. Flipgrid permission sheet. Any materials that I feel like you may need throughout the course of the semester or reference back to, I will put in here. Next one is class notebook. Class notebook is important for us. Every teacher will do their class notebook in a different way. This will drive our online instruction and overall everything that we do. I will put what we're doing daily in here. I will put workouts in here. I'll put anything that is due. So when you come to our class notebook, I kept this first page for you guys so you guys can understand. Okay, first off, collaborative space. If I put you in a group and I have you do some work, I might have you post it in here. Like I said, all these are your notebook. These are kids in first hour. I can look at their notebook. Teacher only, that's mine. I can do private things and move them anywhere I want. Okay. Content library is the important part for our class. It'll explain content library. I have right now. I got syllabus, Zoom meeting norms. I got Zoom meeting information. Sorry, Zoom norms. These 3 things we'll cover Tuesday, and we've already covered these things this morning. Week 1, this is what we're doing this week. This is the homework. This is what we're going to do during the day. Little snippet of information here, videos, things to keep our class organized. I don't want you guys to be surprised. I want you guys to see this, know that, okay, you know what? We did this. We got to get this done. We got to do that done. Cool. If you miss class because you have a technological issue, you could always revert back to this, see what we're doing, send me an email. Hey, do you have a link or do you have a video? Most of my things will be I'll videotape before to make sure that every class receives the same instruction. Um, Workouts. I'll post your workouts. Right this week, we're doing 8-minute videos. We're creating a Flipgrid video and we're putting in there. Flipgrid is an application in which you guys can make videos from a minute, 30 seconds to 10 minutes long. I will have you recording your workouts and putting them there. If it's something like a get to know me you activity, which we'll do on Wednesday, I'll open that up for the whole class. But if you're doing a workout, no one needs to see that except me. I need to make sure you do it, and I can justify giving you a grade for working out. Here is, I'll put links for the workouts that week. I'll find some kind of YouTube video that explains it. That way you're not in a dark when you look at this and be like, what is a plank tap? Oh, you can just come here, plank taps, click the YouTube video and see it. So you'll see basically week 2 the same way. Every now and then there might be an extra tab if we're doing something that requires more detail. Um, go back to Teams. Here's your team page. It'll open up like this. Yours will open up like this with all your classes. You can always click back to Teams and go to and switch classes. So we're back in weight training. Assignments is the next tab. These are the assignments that are due. You can click on them. You can read them. This is me. This is mine, so I can tell you who read them, who looked at it, who read it, who worked on it, and I can look at it and put a grade right here, which comes back to this grade. It's important that you understand that these will only keep track of the assignments in which I put in Teams. If you choose to not do your workouts, I'm not putting those grades in here. I'm putting assignments from Teams. This does not interact with Synergy. I have to manually move these grades over to Synergy. Synergy's grades is your grade. Um, so if you do your workouts, I'll put those grades in Synergy. If you do Teams, I put those grades in Synergy. Just because this says you have an A doesn't mean you have an A if you didn't do any of the workouts. So don't use Microsoft Teams grades as your overall grade. Always use Synergy grades. Okay, now a little more information about Teams. You can always click on Teams, go back, figure out the teams that you're in. These are all the teams I'm in. Some of them are demos from professional development. Some of them are practice teams, so I can get you better at using teams, things like that. Activity will always tell you what the teacher's done or what each class is doing if it updates quickly. Calendar, you can use this to organize yourself. If you know you got a project due on Friday at 3 o'clock, you can put it in here. That way you remember. Assignments is anything that you can click on a class and see what's due. Calls. Calls is you can, what I'll do is after instruction, which will take 30 to 35 minutes, I will close our Zoom meeting so I can take attendance during Zoom. This will be when you're working on your independent project, like the scavenger hunt that's due later today. If you have a question, I'm going to open this up and you can always call me on this. You can email me and say, hey, let's Zoom, whatever you need to do to get me to communicate with you and make things a little more easier. Chat is basically you can talk about what's going on. It goes through all your teams will be in here. Individual teams will be on that first page. Files is anything that I will share with you or that you need to know. It'll be in here. Right now it's accessing my OneDrive, as you see. So anything I put in Teams will be loaded in here, and these tabs will just kind of have a planner, things like that, if you want to use them. As I say before, each teacher will design their Microsoft team and everything a different way. I'm showing you the way that I will use them. Back to a team page. Every now and then there'll be a tab up here about Flipgram, and it'll give you like the code to do the assignment. That is an overview of, you know, Clever, how to access Clever, how to find a Zoom and get in Zoom, how to find and get in Microsoft 365, and how to use Microsoft Teams. These are important things for you to understand and use on a daily basis so that we can be successful as a team and as a class in the online environment. Please, if you have any questions, please ask now before we move on. I will be available if you want to ask them later because it's really important that right now we understand how this online environment is going to work and how we're going to be successful at it. Thank you.